मन की आंखें खोल बाबा, मन की आंखें खोल, मन की आंखें खोल बाबा, मन की आंखें खोल बाबा, मन की आंखें खोल। हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि हरि बोल, हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि हरि बोल, हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि हरि बोल, हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि हरि बोल। दुनिया क्या है एक तमाशा, 4 दिनों की झूठी आशा। दुनिया क्या है एक तमाशा, 4 दिनों की झूठी आशा। ज्ञान तराजू हाथ में लेकर, ज्ञान तराजू हाथ में लेकर, तोल सके को तोल बाबा, मन की आंखें खोल बाबा, मन की आंखें खोल। हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि हरि बोल, हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि हरि बोल, हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि हरि बोल, हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि हरि बोल। मतलब की सब दुनियादारी, मतलब की है सब संसारी। ओ मतलब की सब दुनियादारी, मतलब की है सब संसारी। जग में तेरा वो हितकारी, तन मन का सब झोले कागर, नाम प्रभु का बोल बाबा, मन की आंखें खोल बाबा, मन की आंखें खोल। हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि हरि बोल, हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि हरि बोल, हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि हरि बोल, हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि हरि बोल। Welcome to Monday. A little cold this morning, but I love it. Look at this beauty of the white snow under the trees. Look, there's the tree that doesn't die. It's the all-winter tree, a pine leaf, pine cone, and it looks so beautiful, right? And here's our nice, beautiful lake, our mandir. Well, let us pay adorations to the 5 elements, the 5 gods and the goddesses, our Mother Earth, Prithvi Ma, water, Ganga Ma, fire, fire is there, sun is there, but we have this morning very heavy overcast. This is the sign of we'll get a lot more snow today, because the air is so moist, having so much water, and when it falls, instead of falling as rain, it falls as snow. And so we have earth, water, fire, air, Hanumanji. We have all the deities here, and then we have space, Akash, and these are the 5 elements. And when we look at them, we hear them, we see them, they come through our 5 senses into our body, and they form our mind. And from our mind, we react to the environment. Join me as we do some inspirational chanting and words of wisdom. Om. 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 I'm not the body. I'm not the mind. I'm not the intellect, buddhi. I'm not the ego, abhiman. I am truth, consciousness, and bliss. Satchidananda. I'm all-powerful, omnipotent. I'm all pervading, omnipresent. I know the past, present, and future. Omniscient. Notice the word om in front of these English words. I existed before creation as consciousness, without name and form. For me, creation manifested. I enter into creation, my lower nature, to give it life. I am the driver in the body. This vehicle body is made up of the 5 elements: earth, water, fire, air, and space. It is constantly changing. One day I will lose this body. I'm not the mind, as the mind is a bundle of thoughts coming from the environment through the 5 senses. Seeing, hearing, touching, smelling, and tasting. I react to the environment through my organs of action. Mouth, hands, legs, organs of reproduction, and organs of elimination. I'm not the intellect, the power of dispassion and discretion. My intellect is influenced and hijacked by my ego. My ego falsely identifies me as I am what I have. I am what I do. I am my reputation. I am different from you. Things are missing in my life. Things are missing in my life. I have gone beyond the mind, intellect, and ego identification. I am perfection. I am liberated. Oh, so how beautiful these words are. That if we contemplate on them, then you'll see how far more we have to go. Because the Abhiman, for instance, we have to break this bond that is created, that is holding us in a place of suffering and sorrow. We have to break that attachment, and the way to do that is to have come into the contact of a great spiritual master. And Swami Parameshananda ji is like that. Let us pay adorations to the great gurus. Om Dhyana Moolam Guru Murti, Puja Moolam Guru Param, Mantra Moolam Guru Vakyam, Moksha Moolam Guru Kripa, Moksha Moolam Guru Kripa. Om. You know, I have reverence for all these spiritual masters. We have reverence for the Buddha. You know, Buddha was originally born in a Hindu palace in Lumbini Gardens in Nepal. And then you know the story that he was disgusted with all the pleasures in life. His father, they knew that he was destined to be a great person. But being a father, he wants his son to inherit the kingdom. But the destiny was there. And he pampered him with all the pleasures, nothing to worry, anything he wanted. Ultimately, he got married. I got a baby. And then there was his birthday, I think, and they were having this beautiful celebration for him. Lots of liquor and all kinds of food, and women were there. And about midnight, he took a look of what's going on. And then he remembered when he went outside how he saw these 4 sceneries. He left. His father was sheltering him from not going outside to see this, but he kind of sneaked out. And then when he went, he saw this old man with a bent back walking. And he asked, "What is this?" And he says, "Oh, that man is old. He's coming to his end." "Oh, his back is all bent?" Yes. And then he saw one sick throwing up on the side of the road. And then he asked, "What is that?" "Oh, he's sick. He's like, he needs help. He needs a little attention, medical attention." And he's absorbing all of this, and he's saying, oh man, look at this. Then he went and he saw 4 men carrying a dead body lying on the stretcher. And he asked, what's that? He's dead. Oh, I'm going to be like that? Yes. And then he moved on a little further, and he saw this sadhu there. And he's having a bright face, a bald head, and a little skimpy cloth, orange cloth. And he's walking with a stick and a little water pot. And he says, hey, what's that guy so happy? Ah, he's a hermit. He's a saint. He's a holy man. What's mean holy man? Oh, he has relinquished everything. He understands the difference between possession and all this abhiman that we were talking about just now. He understood it all, and he just gave the damn thing up. And then when Siddhartha, that night when he recalled all of that, he went in his room, opened the door, saw his wife and the babies there, and he just picked some ordinary cloth, and then he told his attendant, take me out. And they got on the horse, and they went to the edge of the city. And he says, you go back from here, I'm going to go. And he changed from his princely cloth, and he went and he put on the mendicant cloth, the ascetic cloth. And then he started walking. And then he would have gone through many experiences of austerity. And then what happened? After all of that, he decided, no, I had all of these great things as a prince. Now I'm a person, the skin in my belly is touching my back from my austerity.
Well, I mean,
I'm not getting anywhere. So why is it that, what should I do now? And then he left his 4 friends who he was doing austerity with, and they said, oh, he gave up. But then he went into Bodh Gaya under the Bodhi tree, and he started to do meditation. And he made it a point that I would not give up this meditation in this place until I find out what is that thing that is necessary for us to realize. What is our capability? Because you realize that we have endless capabilities. He had endless capabilities, and he wanted to explore it. And then after 7 days and 7 nights, after temptations in his meditation of all sorts coming to him vividly, he withstand them all. And then he got to enlightenment and became the Buddha from Siddhartha. Swami Parameshananda ji, he demonstrated the same thing also. The Christ came and he born in the manger, and he would have walked, never had the comfort of a palace, and walking and gathering disciples. And then in the end he would have given up. He would have been put on the cross for saying, this is my Father's kingdom, which was misinterpreted by the king then, and he was put on the cross for that. But he resurrected. Swami Parameshananda ji went through the same thing. And when he gave up his body, he would have said, I will run my ashram, SEVASHRAM, shine from behind the curtain. And yes, 50 years after he passed away, he would have snatched me off just like that in the middle of the sleep in the night. And when I wake up in the morning, what happened? There you go. The Guru, the true Guru, has done his miracle. And from then on, I'm still going, and here am I roaming this place, bring you this message. And Magh Purnima is coming on, his birth. This is around the 27th of this month, I think. And the ashram will be celebrating his birthday with pomp and glory. And it's also the same day he got God realization. And so we are so blessed that we can have such a great Guru. You know, gurus, we have to be very careful. That Guru is one who has walked the path. If he's going to take you, naturally, if somebody wants to take you on a journey, they have to know the journey. They have to be a good guide. Like if you go to India on pilgrimage, you have to get a good guide or know something. Swami Parameshananda ji, he came as God, but he took birth in the home of a mother, and a mother with the help of a father, and he never had a guru because he's God. And he came. When he attended school, he didn't pay attention to the school work. But then why God has to go to school? God knows everything. He is the created and the creator. All that we do in our schooling in the mandirs is to study the created. But very few of us study the creator. And who is that creator? If we want to find out who it is, then you have to look inside of us. And this is the message you'll be hearing me talking all over and over. Well, it is something that has to stick in you. You have to start thinking, oh man, I'm way behind. I should be like understanding what Swamiji is saying here. But this is all coming from the Guru, Swami Parameshananda ji. And I see many people have responded, and many are getting it, and they realize, and many are not getting it. Like for instance, I was 2 days ago. There's a little boy. He's so young. He got involved with a woman who's divorced and 3 girls, and he got trapped in that web of lust and illusion, and he's suffering. He's an alcoholic, but his parents tried to pull him out of it. Good parents, but it seemed like his destiny is for disaster. Alcoholic, and then he was beaten up in the street in the hospital. Father went and he says, son, come back with me. He says, no, I'm good here. His whole face was all beaten up. And then, what a life is that? Don't we have instances and stories like that of our own where we are suffering unnecessarily? Well, where's the wisdom? This morning I want to bring to you the wisdom of life. That think seriously. That here we are. We got to go beyond the body, the mind, intellect, and ego. These are the false identification of who we are. We are that creator. We were there in the beginning as consciousness. From that consciousness, everything come out like I was saying. Swami Parameshananda would have said, what is the goal of life? Self-realization, universal emancipation. Nothing else. All relationships, legitimate relationships, will help us to facilitate getting back or rediscovering that we are that. But illegitimate relationship will keep us like that boy. And so many people, I hear this story that Kamini and Kanchan, property and of the opposite sex is our greatest enemies. Let us be conscious about them. Let us be wise. Let us not fool ourselves. And for that, let us all sing some kind of song now. Guru Mata Pita, Guru Bandhu Sakha, Tere Charano Me Guru, Mera Koti Pranam. Who are we calling this Guru? Lord Shiva, Swami Parameshananda ji, Krishna Bhagwan, the Christ, the Buddha. Guru Mata Pita, Guru Bandhu Sakha, Tere Charano Me Guru, Mera Koti Pranam. I want to bow to you in reverence. Koti Pranam, endless time. All the time I must have that thinking of surrender. Tumi Jnana Data, Tumi Shakti Data, Tumi Shanti Data, Tumi Mukti Data, Tere Charano Me Guru, Mera Koti Pranam. Oh Guruji, Swami Parameshananda, you have the ability to give me Jnana Dada, that divine knowledge. Give me that Shakti, divine power to overcome all obstacles and to decipher what's real and unreal. The only thing is real is me, the consciousness. Tumi Shakti, Tumi Shanti Data. I want that peace. When I come to this, have this Shakti, then I'll have the peace. And then, Tumi Mukti Data. I will get my liberation while I'm in this body. I don't have to die to find out if I'm liberated. Devotees, if you're not liberated when you're alive, you won't be liberated when you're dead. When you leave this body, as you may want to say, or the body falls off. Tumi sadhana, tumi aradhana, Tumi premarana, tumi karuna. Tumi premarana, tumi karuna. Tumi pranapati, tumi raksha mera. Tere charanon mein guru, mera koti pranam. Tumi sadhana, calling your name, remembering is my sadhana. To me, you my protector, I have that faith. You are everything. Let me not be swayed from your feet. Let me serve all my relationships, but my devotion should be with you. Duty is to the world, but devotion and surrender is to you, O Lord. To me vidata, to me parampita, to me Raj Dhiraj, Guru Maharaj, to me Raj Dhiraj, Guru Maharaj. Oh, you're the one to give that mercy. You are the king of Guru. Why? Because you're the manifestation of consciousness. You put me in the right place at the right time. You communicate to me in the meditation. Just like you said, you're going to run your ashram from behind the curtain. Oh, you communicate through meditation, and in the dreams also you communicated. So this morning, devotees, let us all be wise. Let us all make that move. Aren't we smart enough? Don't we know that we are capable of doing greater things than we are doing now? Why are we holding on to things that are giving suffering, thoughts and words and actions that is making us suffer? No, please, let us make the move. We have an able Guru. I'm sure if you're a Christian, you have an able Guru in the Christ, and the Buddha if you're a Buddhist, and whatever religion you have that faith in, worship it. But make sure that you do not separate yourself from other religions or belief systems, because when you put yours as the only one and the best one, you lost the whole thing about religion. Because religion can be like that. Religions give us the dogmas. If you don't do this, you're not going to do that. You know, the rituals are good, but that's for the schooling. That's for schooling, for people still in the school. People who want to make money, and people who want to exploit, and people who want to make a business out of religion. Well, that's a business, but everybody, even the priests and the pundits, they also have to come up to the higher level. We're so blessed that we are on the higher level under the guidance of a great spiritual master. This morning, let us do a little chant Guru Mantra. This you can continue. Om Bhurbhuvasvaha Tat Saviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Naha Prachodayat. Adorations to Surya Narayan. Om Sri Guru Shivaya Namah. Om Sri Guru Shivaya Namah. Om Sri Guru Shivaya Namah. Enjoy the beauty of this purity of this pond. There in the center is a little bush, and all around are trees. What an environment for meditation. Blessings today. Hari Om Shanti. Hari Om. Have a beautiful day, a blessed day.